Hi, I'm Jess Keener-Hawes, and I am a member of the AEDY team at PaTTAN. In today's pop-up practice, we will discuss a process teams could use during their MTSS meetings using the example of work refusal or avoidance behavior. We've all had students in our classroom who at some point in time have exhibited this type of behavior. Let's go.
First, let's consider the student as an individual before defining them as avoidant or withdrawn. Do they prefer to work alone? Is there a specific class where the behavior of work refusal occurs more often? Work refusal is a coping mechanism students exhibit when there are underlying deficits that may need focused, explicit instruction and intervention to help the student meet their full potential. Did you know that students who are highly transient, meaning they move between school districts, often lose about 3 months of instruction in reading and math with each move? While this research was completed pre-pandemic, teams should consider if the impact was more substantial after the student returned to in-person learning. Some students have failed for so long and feel inadequate when it comes to academics. As they age, they recognize their struggle more readily. Sometimes this deficit causes students to exhibit a variety of behaviors. The student may exhibit some of the following observable behaviors: hoodie up, head down, sleeping, lack of response in class or minimal response, lack of engagement in the content, not handing in assignments. While it's important to constantly be observing your students, a singular incident typically would not require further intervention. If behaviors are appearing more consistently, it could show a need for support academically, behaviorally, emotionally, or socially. What can you do? Get as much information on the student's record as possible, report cards or transcripts, and disciplinary data. Has the student had access to quality curriculum? Do you see a trend in their grades that indicate difficulty in a certain subject? Did the results of a recent academic assessment show these deficits? And are they aligned to where the student is refusing to complete assignments? Conduct regular MTSS meetings to discuss academic and behavior concerns. Make sure the meetings are organized using agendas, labeling roles of team members, and time is monitored as they review the data in a systematic and organized manner versus meetings which are sporadic and reactive. Intervening supports. My colleague Chris Davis created a pop-up practice last week that focuses on a few intervening supports related to this topic. For more resources, check out the World PBIS page where you can find a list of ways to integrate the interventions into your already established MTSS framework for positive behavior support. One example of an intervening support is check-in, check-out. Many of you are already implementing some aspects of check-in, check-out procedures. The use of a point sheet and feedback throughout the day is an example of this Tier 1 support. Some programs increase the amount of time and intensity by having a staff member and the student complete the point sheet, creating an opportunity for a conversation if both parties are not in agreement. This may be a great way to reteach expectations for the classroom or school. Once you target the intervention that you believe aligns with the student's needs, make sure all teachers are knowledgeable about the plan for that student. Within the AEDY setting, the best way to implement this is to add the chosen intervention or strategy to the student's formal periodic review. Since this document is shared with all parties, including online instructors, the teachers can integrate the intervention or strategy into their lesson planning for their content area. Track the data. Research indicates attempting an intervention for at least 4 weeks to determine if it was effective is necessary. A successful intervention should have a direct impact on behavior or academic outcomes. This allows teachers to verify this targeted instruction has been successful or if the student needs more substantial supports and/or further evaluation. If you haven't already reviewed the pop-up practice titled Mental Health Warning Signs, check it out. In this video, we take a deeper dive into mental health supports. My colleagues Chris Davis and Dr. Perry Rosen from the Office of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services share what observable behaviors may require further interventions. If you want more content like this, please like this video.